there, my name's Jolly Green, and welcome back to another episode of Vault Hunters. We're sitting here today in the living room that we made up last episode, and in this episode today, I'm hoping to finish the kitchen. There's going to be a kitchen over here in this area, but we need some materials that are going to probably be best found from the vaults. So without further ado, let's go vaulting. Now, we've got a bunch of vaults that we're going to run today. I'd like to get at least 3 done before we really do anything else. So I think, what better way to run a bunch of vaults than a vault montage? Enjoy. Oh, quick interruption from the montage here. So those green particles that you just saw when I placed the rock down, that indicates that this altar is actually a lucky altar. So that means that the recipe is going to be considerably easier than it would be if it wasn't a lucky altar, essentially. So as you can see, we only need 1 bone, 1 coal or charcoal, a dirt, and a carrot. That's super doable. But what a start to the montage, eh? We go into the first vault and die within 30 seconds. It's kind of rip-off. Anyways, back to montaging. Ah, god damn it. Oh no! Ah! Oh no! there we go. That was a very successful run of vaults, except the first one, but we're not going to talk about that. But look at all the loot that we got here. This is super exciting, and we're going to go over all this in a moment and actually kind of dive into what all of this loot is and why we want it and what we're going to do with it. But before we do that, we're going to check out these two pieces right here. We received unidentified vault leggings and an unidentified vault shield. Both of these are going to be super useful. I'm very excited for the shield because, I mean, we already have leggings, but we've been rocking just this iron, and as you may have noticed in the montage, the iron pants that we actually had broke in the vault at one point, and then we came out almost right away to fix the issue, and then got so excited to go back into a vault that we never actually fixed the issue. So minor mistake, but we still made it out alive, so that's always a good thing. But if we hold these in our hand here and just give it a right click, that's going to roll the item to see what exactly we're getting. Now, we have a chance to get better than just a scrappy. It looks like both of these things are scrappy, though. Let's take a look. Yeah, so we have scrappy pants, which in all honesty, I'm not too upset about because this is just +2 armor. This is 6 armor in total. So that is going to boost our defense tremendously. And then we have this shield. Now this shield, there's only a 5% chance that it's going to block the hit. So it's not like vanilla shields where you can just right click and use the shield. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite work like that. But there is a chance that anytime a mob hits us, a 5% chance that we're not going to take any damage from that. And you will hear the shield blocking noise when it happens. But we're starting to look more like a real vault fighter now. On top of the gear, we also got a bunch of goodies that we're going to dive into. Now, the coin piles, that's money that we're going to use to upgrade our gear and reroll bounties. A bunch of stuff later on that we really don't have the infrastructure in place to need to use yet. But having a big pile of it, that's going to be nice. And also, you can put it down on the floor. And I like that about it a lot. So we also have these mystery boxes, as well as a relic booster pack. Now with these mystery boxes, all we need to do is right click with them in our hand, and it's going to dump out a mystery item on the floor for us. Let's see what we get from these two. Emeralds, which is pretty boring. We can get those just by trading from villagers. It's minor. But this right here is our first vault gem, a Beniatite gem. We're gonna stick this right in this chest here, but this is gonna be the key to unlocking mods so we can do more in the pack, as well as just a bunch of various recipes here. And actually, if we search Beniatite, you can see we could take this Beniatite gem, make it into either a gemstone or a perfect Beniatite. And then these are used for various different things in the mod, different recipes. But we could also use it to make a jewel. But I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. We only have the one. And as you can see, there's really nothing that we can do with just one. Now, the Relic Booster Pack, this has a chance, a very small chance, of dropping a relic piece. And if we have all the relic pieces, then that's going to give us a bonus in the vault. But we didn't get any, and I didn't expect to, because, like I said, it is a very small chance. We also got this knowledge essence here. That's going to be super useful for actually unlocking more mods. It's going to help us craft the knowledge star, and that's the item that we actually consume in order to be able to unlock mods. But we're quite a ways away from getting that still. Now this carbon right here, this is a good find for us. And the reason for that is we are going to need to actually compress that down. If we open up the crafting table and hit K on it, that's going to compress it down into some refined carbon. Now, just one isn't going to do us much good because we do need 2. But thankfully, we have some built up from the last vault to get our second one. And then we can take some of this chromatic iron and combine it with the carbon, and that's going to get us chromatic steel ingot. And this is going to be a crucial ingredient for a lot of modded recipes, as well as upgrading gear. And we're going to need a lot of it. So that's going to be a very great thing to get from these vaults. Everything else is kind of meh for now. We got some vault dust, which we'll be able to compress down into a vault nugget, which just doesn't seem like we have any of right now. But for the most part, a lot of these are going to be used in crafting recipes or for things that we just don't have enough stuff for yet. But what we do have enough stuff for is a shulker box. So I'm going to make one of these up so we have more inventory for the next vault that we run. And to be honest, another goal that we had today when running vaults was that I wanted to find some withered bones in the vault, which I'm going to use to make some black dye so we can upgrade our kitchen. But I haven't found anything that would have that yet. That's only going to be found in the living chest inside the vault, and I haven't found any living chest POIs. They were probably all in that first vault that we died in. So we have two options here. We can go hunt and kill squid until we get a couple ink sacs. That would probably be the quicker option, but it doesn't sound as much fun as just going back into a vault. So what do you say we do this one together? Instead of the montage, let's just run this, and we'll have some commentary to go with it instead of just that hype music that we had. However, that's going to have to wait until next week's episode, so if you want to see what I spent my one skill point on, as well as what this might be, then you're going to want to tune in next week. So hit the bell to be notified when that video drops, and as always, stay jolly.